Welcome to the Self-Love Lifestyle Podcast. My name is Melanie Monaco, and I hold certifications in intuitive eating, integrative nutrition, feminine energy healing, yoga, and more. My mission is simple: to help women transform their bodies and lives with self-love. I've worked with women all over the world and learned a lot along the way, and I am so excited to share it all with you here. This is a wellness-centric, motivational, and transformational podcast that will give you the tools you need to cultivate more self-love through nutrition, movement, mindset, personal development, spirituality, and beyond. I'm so grateful to have you here. Now let's do this. After closing down my programs while traveling across the world for over a month, I'm finally back and ready to accept a few new clients. I'm really excited because I've taken some time to revamp my programs, and what I have to offer you is a complete mind, body, soul transformation unlike any other. If you're interested in learning more about how you can work with me, then I invite you to apply for a free one-on-one call. In this call, I'm not only going to be able to answer any questions you have about my programs, but I'm also going to give you my proven 5-step self-love method, and it's going to be customized to fit your unique lifestyle and goals. This 5-step self-love method is such a game changer, and I know it's going to be so amazing for you. The call is free, but it's by application only, so be sure to apply soon while I still have room on my calendar. To apply for the free call and get your personalized self-love method, or simply to learn more, you can visit melaniemonaco.com. That's MELANIEMONACO.com. I can't wait to chat with you soon. Do you have a calling to create a purposeful career that transforms lives? To have a business that allows you to work online from anywhere in the world? To immerse yourself in wellness, self-development, and empowerment? The path of becoming a certified self-love coach will give you the tools to create a business and life of purpose, freedom, and fulfillment. I should know because I am a self-love coach. A self-love coach is a leader, advocate, and mentor who empowers clients to fully accept and love themselves through wellness, self-inquiry, and personal transformation. If you feel called to have this kind of business, then I invite you to apply for my certification program. I've been working on this for a long time, and the reason why I decided to create a certification program is because in order to become a self-love coach, I had to do over a dozen certifications and weed through the unnecessary information to get what I needed. And I really believe that the world needs more self-love coaches because 97% of women say that they hate a part of their body. And we need to change these statistics. We need to let women know that their weight, it does not equal their worth. Their appearance does not equal their worth. And self-love coaches honestly can change the world. So I'm really excited about the certification program. Enrollment is now open and the class starts May 1st. This is by application only. It's going to be a small group because I really want to ensure that the women who are going out there as self-love coaches are doing so with as much confidence as possible. So I'm going to be there with you step by step along the way to make sure that you get all of the information you need to create a business and life that you love. So go to live.theselflovelifestyle.com if you want to learn more. Hello, back again. I wanted to come on today again for those of you who missed yesterday's live, just in case you wanted some support. It's a pretty crazy time, and I just want to be here to answer questions about immunity and nutrition and health and wellness and staying calm in the midst of chaos and just be of service to all of you. So I'm going to basically go through through and give you my favorite tips for immune boosting in case you missed them yesterday. And then I'm also going to be here to answer some questions if they come up. All right, so my number one tip for making sure that you're staying healthy and boosting your immune system is really making sure that you're getting all of the nutrients you can get, because your body really needs to have all of those vitamins and minerals met without those deficiencies so that it can function properly. Your body will have the most robust immune system when you are eating a really nutrient-rich diet. And so I think a lot of us, especially in times of panic and chaos, we can get caught up in, comforting ourselves, which I think is so important. We need to comfort ourselves. But a lot of us have self-soothing protocols and habits that we built up a long time ago. And now is a really good time to check in with those things. Now is a really wonderful time to be like, okay, am I using food to self-soothe? And if so, can I be really mindful about that? Can I really savor, if it's, if I'm having a cookie or a piece of dark chocolate or whatever, a glass of wine, can I really savor this and let this fully nourish my soul? And along with that, you can also make a lot of space. You can have both. You can make a lot of space to nourish your soul and then also check in and nourish your body. And I think that it's so important to know what your unique body thrives on. I talk about this a lot in that, I could give you all of the nutrition advice in the world, but every single body is different. I subscribe to the idea of bio-individuality, and that means that every body is unique, and it is. With that being said, there's generally the foods that are going to help your body thrive the most are going to be the foods that have the most nutrients in them, whole, unprocessed foods. And for me, I have a plant-based diet. I'll eat cheese and, I on occasion and have dairy if it's cooked into things, but like for the most part, it's mostly vegetables, and fruits and grains and nuts and seeds and legumes. I find that works best for me. And you can find out what works best for you simply by listening to your body. Notice 20 minutes to 2 hours after eating how you're feeling mentally, physically, emotionally. And that will clue you in on what kind of food your body thrives on. And so, I follow the 80-20 protocol where 80% of the time you choose body nourishing foods, 20% of the time you choose soul nourishing foods. And I love this as a bridge to intuitive eating. And eventually you don't have to think about it. You don't have to calculate it. It just is what you instinctually do. And that's where I'm at now. And I really, really love it. But I did the 80-20 for about 8 months to a year before I was able to get to that place. So, know that it's not a forever thing. Look at it as just a stepping stone. But it's a great protocol to follow it in this time, especially when you want to make sure that you're nourishing your body, you're keeping your body really healthy. Just try to fill your plate with 80% nutrient-rich foods, fruits, vegetables, grains, nuts, legumes, and really the powerhouses are the leafy greens. Those just have the biggest nutrient count per serving, and they just pack a punch. They have so many micronutrients. A piece of broccoli has like 1 million micronutrients. Maybe not 1 million, but has many, many more than you're going to have in your multivitamin. So have your multivitamin. I think that's great. I love powdered multivitamins. You can find my favorite one on my store at melaniemonaco.com. But I think that the powdered ones are awesome because they just assimilate so quickly. I can really feel a difference with that one versus when I take a capsuled multivitamin. So check those out. The other thing you can do is just make sure your digestive system is really healthy. Our microbiome is really such an important part of our immune system. So you need to make sure that you're taking a probiotic, but not too many. But probiotics actually will help if you have a cold or a flu or something. They will really help your body get the right bacteria up in your microbiome to fight the bad bacteria. So something you should definitely consider. And I, again, have a probiotic that I love. It's on my website. And supplementing, with like powdered greens. I love powdered medicinal mushrooms. I talked about this yesterday on my Instagram live, but medicinal mushrooms, like adaptogenic mushrooms. Adaptogens means that it allows your body to adapt quicker to the daily stressors that your body comes into contact with. So those could be environmental toxins, it could be like actual emotional stress. But adaptogens are so powerful. It's a really hot topic right now in the wellness industry, and I really love medicinal mushrooms. So chaga, reishi, lion's mane, cordyceps, all of those things are so wonderful, and you can get those powdered in a capsule, or just powdered to put in your smoothie and done. Putting a ton of fruits and vegetables in a smoothie is going to be a really great way to just get a lot of nutrients going, so that you make sure that you are meeting all your vitamin and mineral quantities. If you have deficiencies, be mindful to take supplements for those deficiencies. That's just something that's really important to keep your immune system boosted. I think plants are the number one source you should go to for making sure you have vitamins and minerals. But just ensure that you are taking care of your body, you're supplementing if you need it, and know that as long as you're eating a really balanced diet, again, 80-20 I think is so powerful. You can nourish your body and nourish your soul, then you're doing the right thing. The other thing I want to talk about is making sure that we're all staying calm in the midst of chaos. So it's like a really stressful time right now for so many people, and not staying calm and reaching a state of panic in the body, activating cortisol, which is the stress hormone, and activating that fight or flight mode is actually going to cause your immune system to go down. So you want to make sure that you are not overstressing your hormones, that you are taking a lot of deep breaths. That's a reset. It literally resets your functions in your body, your nervous system. So taking a deep, you can feel it. Like let's all take a deep breath. Just inhale and exhale, open mouth. You can feel it's like a blank slate. So take a lot of deep breaths throughout the day. Also, it's a wonderful thing to do to just clear out the air. Just clears out the air in your sinuses, in your lungs, so that you're making sure you're getting lots of fresh oxygen, which is, again, really amazing. Okay, what else? Ensure that you are being conscious and aware of your thoughts. So our thoughts create our actions, and our thoughts create our emotional state too. And so notice where your thoughts are at, what patterns are occurring for you. If you want to feel less stress, create a really safe space in your mind. Because, right, like if we're stressed out, we're going to have all these negative thought loops, thinking the same things again and again, thinking thoughts of worry and panic and stress, and that will cause your immune system to go down. So make sure to create a really beautiful, calm, happy, loving space in your mind. And you might have noticed I've been posting a lot of affirmations on Instagram recently, because that's one of my favorite, super easy things to do, to just like notice when I have a negative thought that's stressful, and to just combat it with an affirmation. Just be like, okay, I'm going to replace that. And when you start to replace the negative thoughts with the positive thoughts, and you start to change your emotional self, you will feel that in your body, right? We feel stress in our bodies. We feel tense shoulders and backs, and, like we get tension headaches, we get upset stomachs. Like, really, your body and mind are so interconnected, and taking responsibility for that and acknowledging that will empower you to feel better. And of course, there's a lot of things that you can't control in your environment, and that's what life is. There's so many things we can't control, but what you can control is how you feel. And the best way to do that is through making sure that you are thinking loving thoughts, and that you are being kind to your body. And if you're actively taking care of your body, you're actively taking care of yourself, you're nourishing your body, you're nourishing your soul, then you will be okay, because you're going to continue to surround yourself with people and places and spaces that make you feel happy, right? And if you feel happy, and if you feel calm and present, You're going to just be able to ride the wave of chaos so much easier. Some other things that I really love to make sure that I'm maintaining my immune system, I love to ensure that I'm hydrating the body, hydrating my body. And really, a lot of people, I think, turn to tea, especially in like colder weather, or if they're getting sick, they turn to tea to stay hydrated. And the problem is that a lot of tea can actually be dehydrating. The herbs that you're putting in there have a lot of medicinal qualities, but then they also dehydrate the body, especially if there's caffeine in there. So if a fish couldn't swim in it, it's not going to hydrate you. So make sure that you are turning to really pure, clean water. That's it. And keep a water bottle with you at all times. The other thing that will help your immune system is ensuring you're getting enough sleep. And I had chronic insomnia for a long time, so I know the struggle. A lot of things with sleep that you can do involve, what you're putting in your body. So magnesium is really helpful. I love CBD if that's legal in wherever you live. CBD is really great. Just make sure it's sourced from a reputable place, because a lot of people are coming out now with maybe products that aren't so great. So just do your research, shop local. The other thing that I really love is for sleep. You can do melatonin. That's a good one. Not every night, just some nights. And then making sure that you have like a ritual before bed to change your mindset to one where you're relaxed, because we sleep when we're relaxed, right? So you want to make sure, again, this goes back to that stress relief that I was talking about. Give yourself a little bit of a ritual every single night to just tell your body, okay, it's time to relax. Do some deep breathing, do some meditating, do some affirmations, do whatever you need to do, journal, just have like a little something that you return to. I have a daily self-love checklist. If you don't know this, you can download my personal checklist that I use on my website at melaniemonaco.com. And I love this because it's not like a checklist where I'm going to work out 60 minutes every day and I'm going to eat X number of calories every single day. It's like, I'm going to nourish my body. I'm going to move my body. And you have these like big umbrella terms that you use in your checklist, and that changes every single day, because life changes every single day. So how the things on your checklist manifest will change depending on what is happening in your life, and that's okay. But remembering that you do have these pillars in your wellness practices that you want to check in with can be really useful. So go ahead and download my self-love checklist if you haven't already. It's on my website. Now is a great time to implement a checklist. Just put in a few things like, I'm going to make sure I'm getting I'm having nutrients every day. I'm hydrating my body. I'm moving my body, which will also boost your immune system, moving your body. And I'm, meditating. Maybe that, and it could just be for 2 minutes or it could be for 20 minutes, whatever. But that will help your mind calm and settle as well. And it will also just give you a moment to check in and be like, what is my mind doing? Like, am I in a state of panic? If I am, what are some things I can do to change that? And checking in with that will be a total game changer for you. Another thing you can have on your checklist is ensuring that you're checking in with people that you love. Like in this time of chaos, I think it's really important that, you call your mom or whoever you need to call to just say that you love them. And that will help them. That will bring them into a state where they feel happier and their immune system will go up. Really, there's so much fear happening right now. And I believe that the opposite of fear is love, right? When you love something, you can trust it. You can feel calm and have a sense of ease with it. So see how much love you can bring into your life at this point in time. In the midst of chaos, worldwide chaos, see how much love you can match with that chaos. If we're up here with fear, see if you can bring your level of love up. And that can be love for yourself. It can be love for other people. But be a positive shining light for people. And know that you can control your inner state. You can control how you're taking care of your body. You can control what you're doing with your day. Like if it feels like things are out of control, and for many people it does, I totally see why. Know that there are things you can control, and those are really things that matter, that will ensure that you stay calm and healthy in the midst of all of this craziness. Okay, friends, does anybody have any questions for me? If you do, pop them in the comments below. If you don't, that's okay too. You can always send me a message with questions. And while it's still up, if you haven't gotten your goddess card reading, go into my stories and make sure to screenshot. There's like a GIF that has all the different goddess cards going by, and you screenshot it, you tell me which goddess card you got, and then I come back and tell you what that means. So head over to my stories for the goddess card pull if you haven't already. And if you love that, please tell me, because maybe it's something I'll keep doing. It seems like it's fun. Okay, friends, I'm going to leave you with that. And thank you so much for listening. I'm sending you so much love, and I am totally choosing to love you and honor you and know that you are. I really feel that all of us are so divinely protected. So trust in that if that serves you. That's the affirmation I'm using. And I'll see you soon. If you felt inspired or moved by what you heard today, then be sure to leave a rating and review. I would love to hear what you're vibing with so I can create more incredible content to help you transform your life with self-love. Be sure to connect with me on Instagram at The Self-Love Lifestyle, on Facebook at The Self-Love Lifestyle, and you can also sign up for my mailing list and find free downloads, resources, and more at melaniemonaco.com. That's MELANIEMONACO.com. And be sure to subscribe to the Self-Love Lifestyle podcast so you never miss an episode. I'll see you next week, my love.